Yo, what's going on? It's Fuego here, and today I'm going to be playing this nasty bridge spam deck featuring the Elixir Collector. And man, I had to play this deck because it had a few of my favorite cards. We got the Elixir Pump and the Mother Witch, which have very nice synergy. And I gave this deck a few tries, and I've been pushing up mad medals with it. So if you want some trophies, this is definitely the deck for you. And looks like we're going up against Goblin Giant in the first match. Okay. So I'll be honest, when I did first see this deck, I liked the cards that I saw, but I was kind of skeptical just because there's no big like win condition or tank killer. For example, right, we don't have a Pekka or a Megaknight in this deck, so I was a little bit worried on that front. But this deck, as long as you abuse your offensive kind of bridge spam cards on defense, you will definitely make out. And this is going to be a good example. I'm going to go Battle Ram to kite his troops over to the right lane to help me stall out. And then I'll probably go with a Bandit to deny a Prince charge here. So overall, not a bad start whatsoever. And look at that, man. Bandit taking no damage from the Prince charge. Exactly what we love to see. And on top of that defense right there, we're getting a cycle towards our Lumberjack and our Battle Ram. So things are looking pretty nice early on. I'm going to go Lumberjack high. Hopefully your opponent plays ability, but no, does not waste the Elixir. Well played to the opponent there. And I always like hovering my vines because, yeah, okay, I won't go for it here, but sometimes you can luck into a very nice vines. Okay, so this is going to get a little scary just because he has a lot of kind of swarm units coming down, but hopefully Mother Witch can help us out here. He does get the vines down, so I'm going to definitely have to bar barrel here. And look at this, man. Mother Witch, such a good defensive card. Honestly, one of the most underrated cards in the game, in my opinion. And let's keep this counter push going with a Battle Ram here. Probably going to see an ability. Nice. Okay, ability doesn't even give him a ton of value. I could even go vines here if we need to, and I think I'll go vines. We keep both of our barbs alive. We spawn a Royal Hog, and that's so much damage. And we still have an Elixir lead from these pumps, guys. Do you see how well this deck just works, man? Once you get one nice defense, you can counter push so hard, and your pumps are still alive. It's so unfair. Okay, let's continue locking in on the defense here. I'm going to Bandit to pressure, actually, because I'm pretty confident in this defense. And yes, if he overcommits with the vines, he does have to still defend the Bandit. And then let's go Evo Battle Ram to pressure. And what does he do? We even have a vines for minions. It doesn't matter, man. Like, this deck has so many answers. Evo Battle Ram making its way all the way to the tower. Tower down. Can we get the second tower, please? Bandit's gonna dash, and that, let's go. The second tower falls. Okay, Mother Witch spam. Evo Battle Ram is somehow still going. Evo Battle Ram needs a nerf, man. Look at this card, and that's a 3 crown. The amount of pressure we just put down is utterly insane, but I'll definitely take that nice win. In the next match against Clover, and let's keep this domination rolling. That last match was absolutely insane, and I mean, honestly, that really just shows the potential you have of just snowballing your opponent with this deck. So I'm going to hover my vines here, see if we get an opportunity, but honestly, not really looking for anything crazy. I do like playing a little bit more passive and cycling to my Elixir Pump early on. That seems to have worked pretty well for me so far. And okay, this match is going to be a great test. This is actually the first time I've faced Witch with this deck. Well, actually Evo Witch. I think last match we actually faced a Witch if I remember correctly. But I'm really interested to see how this deck does against Evo Witch because we don't have a big spell, right? So it could be a little bit difficult. Obviously Vines does not do a ton against the Evo Witch, so that's definitely going to be a question mark here. But early on, it's kind of looking like Graveyard, and our opponent uses their poison on the left lane, which means we are free to get our Elixir Pump down. I feel free to cycle my Battle Ram as well since we see the Goblin Hut also out of cycle. I might even go Lumberjack plus Vines. This could be pretty aggressive, but could definitely work out for us here. Let's go Vines now. Okay, good Vines, but oh, opponent also goes for the Vines. Well played. And the Evo Witch does come down. Okay, I want a Mother Witch bad here, but that would just give him pretty nice poison value. So I think I'm going to opt against it. Just go Cannon Cart. He goes with the Bar Barrel to give his Evo Witch a tank, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem here. Okay, let's see. So if I go Battle Ram, he probably just goes Gob Hut and defends everything. So I think the play is actually to pump up again. So let's just go for that now. Ice Wiz comes down. That's fine. I'm actually going to Bandit because I think that cannon might tank for a little bit. Give us our Bandit a little bit of extra HP. And just like that, Bandit does connect. Okay, beautiful damage lead. And hold on. I'm going to go Battle Ram. He did poison our pump, so I'm not sure how much Elixir he has. He could be pretty low. Maybe a last second Goblin Hut. No, he goes Vines. Okay. We could actually maybe get some good pressure here. Yeah, he's overcommitting a ton on top of the Battle Ram. That's already 5 Elixir, and he was already down. but he does have a ton of elixir back with it being double elixir, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make this out, but let's just keep up the pressure anyway. I'll go Bandit here. We do have the Evo Lumberjack doing some good bits, and we can totally Vines this because he's probably going to Vines himself. Yeah, he does Vines. Okay, but we're able to kill the Valkyrie pretty much. We do have the Elite Barbarians as well helping out, and Cannon Cart locks on, and that's so much damage. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go pump up again here because I think that might even be tower down. Look at this, guys. Even against one of the most annoying defensive decks in the game being Graveyard right now, we're still able to break through. I'm going to spam, see if we can get this 2 crown because that would be amazing. And guys, look at this, man. I'll be honest, I didn't even think we'd be able to break through that, but it just doesn't matter. And on top of that, Evo Witch wasn't even a problem. We were able to take care of it with absolutely 0 worries. We get the 3 crown, and that's good game. That last win put us into the top 10k, so let's see if we can hold our spot here against Fubak. I always like starting with my Barbarian Barrel, just a nice little cheap cycle. I do like to wait a second or two just to make sure my opponent doesn't play a Goblin Barrel, but overall, a pretty safe starting play. Okay, so we see the Mini Pekka come down. Mini Pekka's actually been seeing some more usage in the meta, oftentimes paired with the Evo Baby Dragon, just because like a speedy Mini Pekka is so scary and kind of crazy to defend. Okay, I'm gonna go Bandit here. This could be a questionable play if he has guards, but otherwise, yeah, okay, so he had the guards. That's unfortunate. So this could be actually a pretty tough defense here. Luckily, we do have the Cannon Cart off rip, but I don't think I want to overcommit too much here. Do I want a Lumberjack on offense? I think I do. The more elixir that he has to spend on defense is less elixir he has to support his push, so I think that's going to help out pretty nicely. Cannon Cart giving us some great value right there. Perfect stuff. And we do have our Battle Ram pressuring. Maybe we can make this work here, actually. I do even have the Vines. Wait, can I Vines this in time? Even if we don't get much damage, at least we should be able to deny the Mini Pekka a solid counter push, which I think is fine. And we come out on top of that, about 2,000 damage. So honestly, not a bad defense and offensive sequence at all. And we do have our pump in hand as well. Most Golem decks nowadays don't run pump, but occasionally they do. So we do need to keep that on the top of our mind. But I feel like I've kind of figured out this guy's deck at this point. We know he has the Ice Wizard guards, and ooh, okay, Lightning. That's a key factor. Lightning can definitely get a ton of value against this deck just because we kind of have a bunch of like support type units. So I'm gonna go Bandit the back here because I don't want to play anything at the bridge because of his guards. It's just too solid of a defensive unit. I'm gonna go Mother Witch here as well, and I need to be super careful about this Evo Baby Dragon we're likely gonna see. The next Golem push could easily take our tower, but maybe if we can get a nice Vines, we can take out this Evo Baby Dragon. So that is my goal here. I think I'm actually just going to overcommit just to make sure that we take this out. Let's go Vines here, and hopefully our Lumberjack can help. Nice. Okay, Evo Baby Dragon's already dead, so that means he doesn't have it for his next push. Beautiful. I'm going to go Collector here because I'm not really too worried about getting a ton of damage on this push. Perfect, and he goes... Okay, how do we play this? I think it's Evo Battle Ram the back and then Evo Lumberjack the bridge. I could even Bandit on top of the Brawler last second. I'm not sure if that's the greatest play. I think I'll go Mother Witch instead. It's going to help out more against the Golem. But look at this, though. We have some great pressure here. Evo Battle Ram. Can I Vines to possibly stop this Goblin Cage from eating my Evo Battle Ram? Nice. Okay, decent. We do need to still worry about this Golem. That's kind of the way he wins this game. Evo Lumberjack's going to clean up his kind of counter push here, which is perfect. And he doesn't have much support for this Golem. That's exactly what we love to see. He goes for the Lightning, so I'll play my Lumberjack now. I didn't want to overcommit too much at first. And do we have enough of an Elixir lead to pressure here? I think we might. Let's go for the Vines here on top of that. Ice Whiz, perfect. Battle Ram's making its way to tower. He does get the Goblin Cage down, though. And this is starting to get pretty scary, guys. Bandit gets us a nice connection, so I'm going to set up with a Cannon Cart here, but his Lightnings are starting to be a big problem here. Let's continue to spam with our Lumberjack plus Battle Ram. I'm going to go Bandit on the left again here, and if we get a good Vines, maybe. Let's go Vines now. Battle Ram, oh man, he gets such a nice Vines on top of our Battle Ram and Cannon Cart. Bandit does connect, but not quite in the lane that we need. It's starting to get very sketchy here. All right, let's go Barb Barrel to pull over this Baby Dragon. Oh no, we have to spam the bridge right now, guys. He just went in for a Golem, but I don't know if he has enough to defend. He does have the Evo Cage, but yo, look at the Evo Lumberjack. I think we just win the game. Evo Lumberjack to secure the dub. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, he went with such an aggressive goal in the bridge, but against a bridge spam deck, that is not the play, my man. And we are able to punish him so hard on the left, and we take home a very nice win again. Looks like we found a match against Seabass here, and I'm just going to stall for a minute, see if he makes any starting play here. We don't have the bar barrel in the starting place, in our starting hand rather, so I think I'm just going to drop the battle ram the back. It's always nice trying to cycle to your Evo early on, of course. And he responds with an Ice Whiz. Okay, nothing crazy here. Bar barrel could be graveyard by the looks of it. Let's just continue to kind of reset in the back. So if I'm thinking it's graveyard, I really want to avoid playing collectors in the back at all cost. But no, we see the Pekka come down. Interesting. So this could be Pekka Balloon. Still not even 100% sure here. I think we'll let his Ice Whiz get some damage and then we'll go for the bar barrel. Pretty nice tornado from the opponent. I think that's going to force out a lumberjack on our end, but that should do a pretty good job. He goes for the vines. Okay, I think I'm actually going to battle ram here. Eating a Pekka shot is the last thing I want to do, please, and we still do it. Oh, man. Maybe a little bit greedy with the battle ram placement. I'm going to go with my vines. Maybe we can just get some barb taps to help us out here, but honestly, not the start we were looking for. The 1 HP Pekka getting a huge slap on us there. Unfortunate, but we are slowly figuring out more about our opponent's deck, and if I had to guess, I'm going to lean towards it being Balloon. I don't really see this being a Ram Rider deck, so probably looking to pump the back here and see if he has any big spell. That's probably our next play, but no, he just goes straight in with the Balloon. If he freezes, I have to go Lumberjack the bridge. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, he goes Vine. Oh, that makes sense. He's running Vines. Okay, I have to pressure here because we don't have any more air counters. And okay, he defends. Now I'm going to go Evo Battle Ram. And if we get to a Vines, this could be a lot of damage actually. Hold on. I'm just going to Vines the tower anyway because this is going to be good for our Evo Barbs. Okay. Ah, man, this guy did a great job. He activated his King Tower. He had the Ice Whiz on defense. If we come back in this match, that would be insane. So let's see. Okay, I think I'm actually going to pump to defend this Balloon here. I know it looks like an odd play, but the Balloon will actually get the job done here. And even Vines doesn't give him much value, so I think this is a fine play here. Balloon, does it even get death damage? Ah, that might be death damage. Okay, let's reset Cannon Cart here. It is death damage, so now that really puts us in a bind. Basically, tower down, but I don't think this guy has a big spell since he does have the Vines, so I feel kind of fine playing my Mother Witch a little bit more aggressive here. Wait, hold on. That's a questionable Pekka. I'm going to just bring everything down with the Vines. I'm going to continue to protect my Cannon Cart here, and we're going to be able to kill that Pekka pretty quickly. Let's go Mother Witch to maybe spawn some Royal Hogs. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're going to get another Royal Hog from the Berserker. I'm going to go Evo Lumberjack. Yo, okay, good Vines from the opponent, but we still have a ton of pressure here. He goes for the Evo Baby Dragon to slow everything down. I'm actually going to bring it to the ground with the Vines. Perfect. Okay, we get the dash from the Bandit. It's dead. Bandit should dash to the tower. Okay, this is not over, but we still need a ton of damage. Let's see. If he goes in with the Balloon, I have to Elixir Collector. But looks like he's going to just play the slow game here, which actually gives us a chance at winning this match. I'm definitely going to cycle my Mother Witch because there's no way he's going to switch lanes, and if he does, it's just not going to work out for him. So let's go Lumberjack here. If he wants a Tornado, that's fine. I'm not really going to worry about that. I'm going to actually predict a Tornado with my... Yes, we get the prediction with our, what's that called? Battle Ram. I really didn't want him to be able to kill my Mother Witch super easily. Perfect, man. We're actually winning these bridge battles here. Hold on. He's starting to get overwhelmed just a little bit. Mother Witch is killing everything, spawning so many Royal Hogs. Bandit's making its way to the tower. Yo, guys, did we just pull this off? Hold on. Evo Baby Dragon does come down. I'm going to Vines to slow everything down. Evo Lumberjack is taking down the tower, and that's good game, man. There is absolutely no way we just formed that comeback. I am at a loss for words. I don't know how we won that, but we did, and that's all that matters. The miracles that this deck pulls off is absolutely insane, but we're going to keep the games rolling here, and we go up against Chiclet, and looks like they might even have a type of like LogBait deck here. We do see the Skeleton King come down, so maybe going to be more like Mortar, but this is going to be a good matchup to show how to play against bait decks. Obviously, our best cards are going to be the Mother Witch and the Bar Barrel, so you really do need to use them wisely. And even in this scenario, I'm probably just going to go for a Cannon Cart instead, because I still have a feeling that this guy has more bait cards that I'm going to want to keep my Mother Witch in hand for. So after seeing the Skeleton King and the Cannon Cart, this is basically dead set on it being Mortar, so that is honestly fine to see here. I think I'm going to go Mother Witch and probably overspend with a Lumberjack just to make sure that this Cannon Cart does go down here. Cannon Cart is a very good card to pair with the Mortar because even if it loses its first stage of health, it kind of just stays on the board and is in the right area where you want to protect your Mortar. So I can't let him get away with any good Cannon Carts here. That's definitely something I need to take away here. Alright, let's go Bar Barrel, and then I'm going to go with my Bandit as well just to help clean up these little swarms. And so far, we're just kind of taking it slow. Typically, this deck doesn't have a big spell, but the reason I haven't played my pump yet is because he can get some great pressure with all of his bait cards, and we don't have a single great mortar response. So, okay, now that he goes more to the back, I'm almost certainly going to pump. Here's the thing, right? That mortar is no pressure to me, and I'm pretty sure that the last time I faced this deck, they were running arrows, so I want to say that he probably doesn't have a big spell. And yeah, looks like that's going to pay off here. He's probably, well, let's see. Mortar's not in hand, so he can't even pressure with a mortar. He probably wants to pressure with a bait card. So let's go Mother Witch preemptively. See what he wants to do. And yep, there's the bait card. Let's go Evo Lumberjack, help take out that. And then we can just Bar Barrel here. Mother Witch is going to clean up, but even against Evo Skelly Barrel, the Mother Witch does actually have a surprisingly hard time just because there's so many skeletons. So I did go with the Bar Barrel there. We don't get the hogs, but that's fine. And I'm not going to pump here. Okay, I might actually pump now because he just played another defensive mortar. Yeah, that's fine. Every time he goes defensive mortar, I'm just going to pump, and he really, as you can see, can't punish me for it. So let's go Vines, let's go Lumberjack, and then I'll probably just go Bar Barrel on top of the Skeleton Barrel here. Nothing crazy. Cannon Cart cleaning up on the defense, and now we have 2 pumps down. This is great. Okay, Mother Witch has also been an annoying card, so let's go for that right now. But here's the tricky part. Yep, I was going to say, the Evo Mortar. Now, this is where we need to be very careful. Let's go for Cannon Cart here, and we can even Vines everything. Yes, Cannon Cart locks on top of the Evo Mortar, so that's not a threat at all. The threat is neutralized. Perfect. Cannon Cart's still alive. Let's actually pressure with this Cannon Cart here. We're up Elixir. This is the exact time where we want to go aggressive. Bandit taking out everything. Beautiful. And at this point, I think I'm just going to let the Cannon Cart kind of do its thing, and I might even pump again. Would that be crazy? Yeah, let's actually go for it, because we already have the Mother Witch down if he tries to go in. And he goes for the defensive mortar once again. Okay, so now that we build up our Elixir lead, we need to really make sure that we're actually able to break through this game. Obviously, this guy has some pretty good defensive units, so it's easier said than done. But with this solid Elixir lead, I think we can make it work. So let's go Mother Witch here once again. Cannon Cart, if that Cannon Cart dies, nice, Cannon Cart does die. Okay, that's actually amazing. Let's go Bandit here, let's go Evo Lumberjack, and let's honestly just spam an Evo Battle Ram. I think the Mother Witch is going to help spawn a ton of hogs, so I'm going to go Vines here as well. Evo Lumberjack Rage just gives us a ton of value killing everything, and we actually don't break through as much as I thought. Okay, we need the Cannon Cart here again. That is scary. We used, I think, both Evos, and we didn't get a single lick of damage. And now he has the Evo Mortar for this defense. Okay, this is starting to not look as great after all, guys. Let's go Battle Ram here. Let's go with our Bandit as well. And maybe this could be a pretty good Vines, just kind of shutting everything down. Okay, perfect. We do have a second Mother Witch, which is pretty good. Battle Ram almost makes it to tower, not quite, and his Evo Mortar is almost dead. Okay, let's go Battle Ram here. Mother Witches are still alive. Yo, look at the Mother Witches, guys. Okay, let's go in. Let's go Vines here as well. Maybe we can break through with the Battle Ram. Not quite. Let's go Mother Witch here again, just because it's been such good value. Nice. Okay, I'm actually going to Bar Barrel on offense and then go Evo Lumberjack, and we have the Evo Battle Ram back. Wait, can we break through here? This deck just does such a great job. I'm going to Vines on top of the Cannon Cart. Perfect. The Mortar's going to die too, and it gets hit by the Vines. Let's go with another Mother Witch. Evo Battle Ram makes it to the tower. Oh my goodness, that's the damage lead now. Perfect. Somehow I'm just bridge spamming, and it's working, guys. This deck is insanely broken. The Royal Hogs are on top of tower. I'm going to Vines, and that's good game once again. I did nothing special, I promise you. I literally just cycled cards in the right lane, and this deck somehow breaks through. In the last match against the King, and let's see if we can pull off one more miracle. That's all I ask. So I'm going to wait a second. If he doesn't do anything, I'll cycle my Bar Barrel, but no, we see the gang come down. Okay, so Goblin Gang obviously is a pretty popular card right now, so it could be a lot, but I'm going to actually go in with my pump here and see what he wants to do. Okay, so he goes Golden Knight. I don't know if he's going to ability, but we'll go Lumberjack High. Okay, good actually hold on the ability, and that's going to give him some pretty decent damage here. Let's go Vines to at least shut down the wall breakers, and I think we should be... Is that going to be... No, that's not tower down. We can definitely defend this. It was looking pretty scary, though. I can't lie. This guy did a great job pressuring, but of course, with the nature of most pump decks, we kind of expect that, right? So nothing too crazy here. Do I want to pull this back? I think I do. Protecting our HP on this weak side tower is going to be very important for the rest of this match, so that's kind of my goal. And another kind of just tip whenever you're playing against bait is to always pump whenever you have your Bar Barrel in hand. Don't ever go for the pump if you don't have that in hand, of course. So I'm going to go pump here. I will Bar Barrel high if he goes for the Golden Knight, but no, he just poisons. Okay, Lumberjack on top of the bush is going to take that out freely. and give us a good counter push. And now this is where we have the Elixir lead. If we don't break through in this push right here, that could honestly be good game. So let's see, he does a good job with the wall breakers. I'm gonna let that go because like I said, building this current push is so important to us winning this game. So let's go bandit down low. I might even go battle ram on the left lane as well. If we could get a good mother witch, that would be amazing, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be in the cards for today. I have my vines here as well, but I don't even think this is gonna work. I think we might even just have to pump here. Unfortunately, without having our evos in hand, our defense was, or the defense for the opponent was pretty easy. And I think I might be eating my words, guys. I think us not getting damage on that push could lead to the end of us here. So let's go for the Mother Witch first. Obviously, with him having a bait deck, the Mother Witch inherently is pretty good. I'll go Cannon Cart here as well, and he's starting to pressure opposite lane. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's go for our bandit to defend the bush here. Let's drop that now. And we could get a double Evo push down here, which might be the way that we possibly win this game. So I'm going to go Vines on top of the Dart Goblin. I'm going to go Evo Bataram as well. He still has to defend the Bandit. Okay, perfect. Evo Bataram's got some good value here. I'm going to drop my second cannon cart. And look, Evo Bataram makes its way to the tower. Bandit here as well. We have 2 cannon carts down. I could even pre-bar barrel, but I don't think that's the play yet. Okay, great defensive wall breakers, but look at it. It's still so much pressure. Bandit's in the opposite lane, but we need to take a tower. If we don't take a tower, we will lose. And Lumberjack secures the tower. No way, guys. With 15 seconds left, we're able to form a comeback here. I'm going to keep up the pressure. And did our opponent give up? They did, man. This deck is insanely strong. I don't know how many opponents we 3-crowned, came back against, or made them DC, but this deck does it absolutely every single time. This is the miracle of the deck, and I absolutely love it so much. And let's see where we finish today's video. Very nice run here with 2,100 medals. We reached top 7K. Beautiful stuff. But that's going to do it all for this one, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.